I wanted to hop on here for a moment, so I appreciate you taking the time to check this out. I have had such a glorious day that I just want to share some of it. So, I got up and I washed my hair, and I have a bunch of conditioner in it because I'm getting ready to leave to go do a float spa experience that a dear one has gifted me, and I'm so very excited about this because I've never done this, but apparently you like lay in a pod of sorts in your room by yourself, and it's like super salty water, and I guess you lay in there for about an hour. So it's going to be detoxifying, like what, and relaxing, and like kind of some sensory deprivation. So I'm super excited about that because it's really cool, and my friend is amazing to gift this to me. But also I just got a really awesome massage that I never like know what we're gonna do. I just kind of tell her the gist of what I've been feeling, and she is one of the most intuitive, compassionate, caring, skilled massage therapists I think I've ever met in my life, and I've been fortunate enough to have her as my medicine woman for over 10 years. So I go in today, and she works on, randomly, one of my Achilles. Whoa. My quads, hamstrings, my calves were a little bit of a middle finger situation, and my abdomen, like I was so tight in my belly, especially on like one side where it attaches to my riblets. And then she worked on my neck, so I feel all good. So now I'm getting ready to go and float in some salt water. So I'm so excited. And I got to start my day at this really amazing nonprofit that I support called Promise Resource Network. And I have a couple classes there on Mondays. And one of the things that we did today, one of the things that I got today, it was such a gift, I just have to share this. So one of the gentlemen there, so I'm going to keep it totally confidential and not say his name, but if he watches this, he knows exactly what I'm talking about, had shared with me that he had been, for a big chunk of his life, very reclusive, didn't leave the house, didn't look at people, didn't have relationships with people, and one day his son was like, "Dad, like, come to PRN, like, come on," and like really encouraged him to go. And so he did, and I guess the class that he came to was mine, and he has shared with me that it was like his awakening, like his third eye. And ever since then, he leaves the house all the time, and he comes to PRN a lot. And he was sharing that like everyone he sees now, he sees them as like beautiful beings on this earth, and he doesn't see them as separate or different. And he was sharing with me that over the weekend he had gone to karaoke and was singing in public. And so he shared with me 2 of the songs that he sang, which I did not know them, but he sang them. And it made me tear up out of just love and joy that he shared this with me. It was like this beautiful gift that I received, was him singing. And how much joy I got to know that I wasn't the only one that got to hear him sing, that other people got to wherever he was singing the karaoke. But the fact that he like was out like doing a thing when less than a year ago apparently he wasn't even leaving his house. So I just wanted to share that because it just touched my heart, and so I just wanted to share what touches my heart. So it ties in a little bit to a conversation that we had as a group today, about repetition, insanity, and perseverance. And I feel like so many times we just do the same thing over and over again. We don't have any expectations. We're just like robotic. We just do the same thing. We wake up, clock in, we clock out, we eat dinner, we watch TV, we go to bed, repeat. Just this repetitive lifestyle. And I think that that's what the Matrix and the program is really hoping for us to do, is to stay in this repetitive nature of doing all that. Because notice the watch TV is in there, and then we can get whatever messages they decide to give us to tell us that we need to go buy a thing, or we need to be afraid of this place or these people, or our health or lack of. Where else can we focus? Lack, fear, judgment, you know, all those things. And so we're just talking about repetition. And I just want to share this because I found it very interesting and shareable. So if it lands, then awesome sauce, you can hit the button. And if not, then hopefully you enjoyed listening to what I am talking about. But so, you know, we talked about all this repetition, and not much difference between repetition and insanity. Because I think insanity by definition is continually doing the same thing over and over again, however, expecting a different result. And, you know, we do that so many times in relationship, either with ourselves or with others or with an entity, you know. It's like if I'm in a relationship and I keep expecting the other person to treat me kindly, or cook dinner, or mow the yard, and they never do. Like, they never do. But I keep getting angry at it, or I keep getting frustrated at them. Or if this relationship was with myself, and, you know, I want to be, you know, I want to look different and be stronger, and yet my habit of my repetition of doing a thing is that I wake up and I, you know, eat 18 pounds of bacon, and I sit on the sofa all day, and I want to look different and be different and feel healthier and lighter. That's insanity. I keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting myself to like be thin and amazing, and yet I'm wondering why I'm like damn near having a heart attack. That's like repetition, but with like, I'll say like a heavier density expectation, right? It's not in light. It's expecting things to be different and then me not feeling good when it doesn't go the way I want it to. Insanity. And then I was like, well, what's the difference between insanity and perseverance? Right? Because to me, perseverance is like repetition in light. So it's kind of like, I will keep doing something over and over again, like picking up garbage on the road. So if I'm out in the street and I'm walking, pick up garbage. I hope it'll be different. You know, I expect humanity to care more. I expect humans to remember that we're all here on this beautiful earth, and we're all stewards of this land and each other. And so I have this expectation. I do. That when I pick it up, that this will be my last time that I have garbage that I found that I could pick up. And I don't get mad when the next day if I'm walking, I see garbage to pick up, right? Because that would be insanity, right? It would be insane for me to get super angry because that garbage is still there and I just picked some up. But yet it's perseverance. If I'm like, I just trust that it's gonna get better, and I'm gonna keep doing my part. I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm gonna share the stories of whatever it is I'm doing to maybe be inspiring or uplifting or supportive of whomever, so that one day when I'm walking on the street, there is no garbage to pick up. And to me, not only am I persevering and growing and creating this life of my dreams, but others get to be a participant in at least my vision. So it makes me think about the gentleman that I shared when I first started the video, how, you know, him staying at home sounded like he had a pretty repetitive life. And then he started to get, he had had enough. He had had enough of it. And at first he still staying home, which would be the insanity part. And then he did something different, right? And now he's persevering. And now he's singing and doing and leaving his house and going places and being an active participant in life and being such an inspiring light and a joyful love nugget that I get to experience in my life because he's persevering. And he may be doing, and I don't know this, I'm just saying, he may be doing the same thing every day for all I know. He may have this repetition of his life now, which is totally different than it used to be. But it's this whole new cycle of light. It's not this heavy density that's keeping him stuck in judgment of himself, like, oh, I haven't left the house again today, and I still haven't been social yet again this year. You know, he's persevering in light. And I just, I hope that that's what we're all doing. You know, I hope that we're all making these like conscious decisions to persevere, you know, to create repetition rituals, a daily practice of whatever that is in service and not insanity. It sounded really good. That should be like on a shirt or something. Anyway, I just wanted to share these things, and I'm like looking at myself on this and I'm like, wow, I look kind of weird with my hair pulled back and have this like dark background. I look like I'm like a floating head. Anyway, kind of like the head that's floating right there with my messy desk and random mirror. Anyway, totally last minute wanted to hop on here and just share the repetition of insanity and the repetition of perseverance, and how they're so inspiring either way, right? I feel like we've all had our own insanities, and man, I just think about like all these relationships that I've been in that I'm like, you know, if you'll just work out and be different, I'll be happy, and you're driving me crazy. Or if you'll stop drinking, if you don't stop drinking, and it literally was like, I was driving my ass crazy because I was expecting my partner to be different, as opposed to me just being different and accepting them where they were, and then having boundaries and peacing out many, many, many years sooner. But whatever. But this is where I persevere. Anyway, I hope that everyone is enjoying their nows and persevering, and I look forward to hopping on here again without all the conditioner in my hair, and hopefully feeling super high and meditative and floating. So have a lovely rest of your now. Okay, bye.